Hello, everyone. This is Ricky Thomas with Advantage Gambling Concepts, and I'm putting this video up today to basically share with you guys part one of the series that I've brought back from Vegas. Now, in this video, I'm demonstrating the grinder method, the hit and move strategy, as well as some controlled shooting and casino craps. Okay. I have to warn you guys, I made a terrible blunder when I made this video and the way I was playing. Actually, I made a series of mistakes, and I'm actually even a little embarrassed to share this footage with you guys. But nevertheless, I think it's a very good learning experience. It's important to remember that we learn from our mistakes as well. So without further ado, let me go ahead and play this video and show you guys what I got. Now, here's the background. I'm sitting here playing craps, and I've been here like a couple of minutes, like I just barely walked up. And there was a game going on, and I went ahead and put $5 on the don't come. Now the shooter just rolled a 4. Okay, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to have a don't come bet on the 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a place bet on the 4. That way, if the shooter 7's out, I break even. But if the 4 hits again, I'm basically going to win $9. I'll lose 5 on the don't come for a total profit of $4. Okay, so that puts me in a hedge betting situation where worst case scenario, I'll break even. Best case scenario, I win $4. Okay, so that's what's going on there. And I just put my place bet up. I also placed an additional $5 on the don't come field. Now it's important to note that I like to use the grinder method and
other conservative strategies whenever I first walk up to a table, because I really don't know what's going on. By using the grinder method, you're putting yourself in a position where you can make money, but with as little risk as possible. Okay, so you're actually not risking that much. I'm actually checking everything out at the table right now while I'm using the grinder method. These are out. This guy right here is a random shooter, guys. Like I said, the shooter is a random roller. You saw him pick up the dice, you saw him shake the dice, and you saw him 7 out. Okay, let that be a clear example of what not to do whenever you're shooting the dice. Okay, you see that right there? And all these chips are going to go bye-bye. My $5 bet that I have in the don't come field, that's going to go bye-bye as well. So I'm actually down $5.
Okay, now this is very important to note.
Alright. When I walked into this table, I basically took the end position where you're at the end of the table because that's the only thing that was available. However, the gentleman to my right, who was standing right by the stickman, he just left, okay, because he lost a lot of money. And I've taken his position, as you can see right here. And the reason I've done this is because this puts me in an advantageous situation where it makes it easier for me to hit certain numbers if I shoot the dice. Okay. Now, you can see it right here. The reason this helps is because it shortens the distance that you actually have to throw the dice. Okay, and that's very advantageous right here. And that's what I've done. I've taken my position. Now a new guy has just walked up and he put money down on the table. Okay, and that's where I was standing right there. So if I hadn't taken that position, this guy would have. And if and when it came time for me to shoot, it would have been a lot harder for me to hit my numbers from this position.
$5 whirl, $5 red, $4 red, $4 red, $25 X. Top ball hard way tight 6. I gave you $25 X. Press the whirl. Press the whirl. Change this. All of them, remember? All remember from the loop.
Okay, now the dice are out, as you guys can see, and it's going to the shooter that's on the other side of the stickman from where my position is. It's important to note that this particular shooter was an older Oriental gentleman, and he was a controlled shooter. He was a controlled roller. His method was a little unorthodox, and his delivery, I must say, was a little weak. Okay? But he was a controlled shooter. I watched him. He was very meticulous. He preset the dice. He gripped them. He had his own way of doing it, but he gripped them. And he had his own delivery that he used, which I'm particularly not super duper fond of. But yeah, he is a controlled shooter. And I try to capture as much of that as possible because I think it's important. Controlled shooting in casino craps is vital to actually beating the game. Okay, it's a skill that you must learn. So that makes these videos right here very important.
Now you see how he did that?
I try to capture his hand as much as possible. But the way he threw it, I'm not particularly fond of that situation. I get it, he's a right-handed shooter, and he's standing in an awkward position. So the only way he could actually throw is with his right hand is if he does it that way. I would actually be more partial to shooting left-handed the proper way. I think it's a little more effective than what he just did. But all of that aside, the shooter rolled, and he rolled a 4. Okay. Now this is what I've done. As soon as the shooter established his point, which was a 4, I put $22 on the inside. The 5, the 6, the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 4. I'm sorry. The 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. Okay. I also placed $5 on the don't come field right here. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to use both the grinder method and the hit and move strategy combined, which is what I call integrated betting strategy. Alright, so I'm hoping that the 5, the 6, the 8, or the 9 hits on the next roll. If that happens, I'm going to make $7 on that number. Okay, my don't come bet becomes that number that has just been rolled. Okay, and of course that's my first hedge bet that I have. And then my next move after that is to remove all of these other place bets that are not protected by a hedge bet. Okay, and I'm going to keep doing this till I have all these numbers covered. But right now, I only want to use maybe like 2 or 3 hedge bets right now because I'm expecting this particular shooter to 7 out pretty quickly. The reason being is because he is a controlled shooter, but like I said, his technique is a little unorthodox and his delivery is a little weak in my opinion. So I'm actually expecting him to 7 out. I'm thinking about all this stuff as I'm going along, but I'm actually about to make my first big blunder, okay? Because, watch, you'll see.
Hardway's high 4, big and high 6. High 6? What? Hardway's high 6. Or the aces. High to 6. 35.
You guys saw the way he threw it? And the way he gripped it and everything? Now the shooter just rolled a 6. So I hit one of my inside numbers. So I just won $7.
Turn off place bets. $2 6, $2 high low. And
Okay, so this is my first big mistake. As soon as that 6 hit, I took my $7, and I'm not thinking, guys. I just really screwed up. I really screwed up on this game. What I did was I turned off my inside numbers, my place bets, the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. Okay. But remember, I have a don't come bet on the 6 because that's what the shooter just rolled. Okay, so now what would have been a hedge bet is essentially a singular bet that the 6 isn't going to come again. I don't have it protected. I was supposed to leave I was supposed to take down the 8, the 9, and the 5, and I was supposed to leave the 6 up there. But I didn't do that. I turned off all of my place bets. I screwed up, guys.
And the dealer,
I'm sorry, the shooter just rolled a 6. So, because I turned all of my place bets off, I don't have that hedge bet protection, so that mistake just cost me $5.
I would like to turn this place bet on the 6. $4. I'd like to turn the place bet on the 6.
Only turn on 6?
Or the aces.
Okay, so I just realized what I did. Okay, sort of. And I've taken down the other place bets, and my 6 is now active, and I do have a hedge bet on the 6. I placed an additional $5 in the don't come field because I'm looking to get another number. Watch what happens.
Now this time, hold on. Yeah, this time the shooter rolled a 3, so I just won $5. So I made some of my money back. And the dealer the shooter just rolled another craps number. I believe this one was a 3. So, I made another $5. Now the shooter just rolled an 8. Okay, so I have the don't come bet on the 8, and I'm going to protect it with a place bet.
Place bet 6. $4. I'm sorry, 8. $4 on the 8. 4 9 12.
So now the shooter has rolled an 8. Okay, and as you can recall, I have hedge bets on the 8. What's about to happen is my hedge bet, my don't come bet is about to come down, and I'm about to make my $2. Okay, that I get when that number hits. But my place bet remains up there, and this is this is just another one of my blunders. For some reason, I'm thinking I have the hedge bet up there. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to leave that 8 unprotected. That place bet on the 8, I'm going to leave it unprotected. This is like the second time in this game I've done this.
Back for $4. 4 9 12. I bought a hard high on the 6.
Copy on the hot of it, pound 6.
That's a hard $1. Hey, actually put it on the 4, hard 4.
Pound 4?
Yep. Same as the rest. Put up with that one.
Okay, so I got lucky. This shooter just rolled an 8. Okay, so I'm actually going to make an additional $7 because I have that 8 up with no hedge bet. That really wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Okay, and yeah, and now I realize what I've done. But I'm about to make another mistake. I think that I got change that wasn't owed to me. I don't know what I was on. I was on a good one. This is why you're not really supposed to play when you're tired or intoxicated. If you've been drinking too much, you're not really supposed to play if you've been drinking. I don't have that problem because I don't drink. But I was pretty tired whenever I was making this
video. It was pretty late. Like I said, I'd been traveling all day, and I was playing, and I don't know where my head was. Gee whiz.
What is 68, please? Keep it up. Ma'am, $4.08. Ma'am, you owe me you only owe me $4. $4. Because I don't come on the 6s and 8s, and I have place bets on the 6 and 8s. So whenever the numbers hit, I get $2. Not actually. You can't stay. You can't stay?
Did you see the way they looked at me? They're like, man, this guy's retarded. Like I said, I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys this this footage. Okay. Now, so I just realized what I did, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take my bets down, because now I know that this one is unprotected. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically gonna take them down now.
Can I remove my place bets then? 6 and 8 down? Yeah, 6 and 8 down.
Now what happened right there was the shooter just 7'd out, so I took that bet down in the nick of time. Now another thing to note is right now I'm tired, and I'm making mistakes. So I've already made the decision to leave, because I've made some mistakes, and these mistakes costed me money. Okay, I screwed up. I really screwed up on this game, and I know it. And I probably shouldn't have been playing. I probably should have rested up first. But it is what it is, guys. So I've already made the decision to leave, but it's my turn to shoot. So I figure I'll shoot one time and then I'll leave. But I've already made the decision to leave at this point, because I'm not playing well.
Right? Yeah. I don't know. Okay, there's some control. What? Because I got $5 here and I got $5 in craps. Just in case it's craps. $1 craps, right? Yeah, just $1 craps. I'm going to try to hit the 6s and 8s. I hope it's still going.
Okay, you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear me talking on there. I think you can, and I hope you can.
Alright.
But basically, my strategy right now was to hit the 6s or the 8s. Okay. The reason being is because that's like the easiest Those are the two easiest numbers to hit, especially if you're a controlled shooter. And I have my dice preset on what's called 3V. Okay, you can see why it's called 3V right here. It's kind of a cinch. And as you can see, my fingers are in position to grip the dice a certain way. So I'm a good shooter. In fact, I'll go ahead and go out on a limb right now and I'll say pound for pound, I am the best shooter on YouTube. I'm one of the best, if not the best, because I've been looking at all the other people shooting on YouTube, and I haven't seen anyone yet who can match my controlled shooting skills in live play. I've seen some people do some throws in their garage and stuff like that, but this isn't somebody's garage, guys. This is the real deal. This is a live casino, and I'm about to demonstrate my skills in the live casino, and like I said, this is the real deal. Now, I was talking about hitting the 6 or the 8, but I missed the 6 and the 8. I hit a 5 instead. So my point is a 5. And I'm going to say, that's alright, that's okay. I'm going to preset the dice to the 5s and the 9s.
That's all right. I'm going to set it to the 5 and the 9. I'm going to preset it to the 5 and the 9. How do I do that? I'm hoping...
Now, as you can see right there, I'm presetting the dice to the 5s and the 9s, okay? You do this in order to hit one of those two numbers, just like you do with the 6 and the 8s, alright? And I even announced it. If you hear me talking on this video, you can hear me saying I'm going to preset them to the 5s and 9s. Now I just hit a 9, and I'm saying, okay, I'm on the right track. But I noticed that when I threw the dice, they bounced a little more than I like. So I'm actually consciously and out loud reminding myself to throw with just a little less force.
That's right. I'm on the right track. A little less on the delivery.
Okay, now right here, as you can see, I actually have the 6 on the top, but I have the dice preset to the 5s on the side. Now, this is a little bit unorthodox, but I do this because I know that the dice are going to rotate a little bit. Alright, it's like an instinctual thing with me. It's instincts, but I have it set to the 5s on the sides. You just can't see it because my thumb is in the way. But here I go. And I just hit my point. I just hit the 5. And with that being said, I was tired, and I was not at my best, to say the least. And I made a series of unfortunate mistakes that costed me money. Okay. However, despite this, I actually came out ahead on this game I believe I made about $30, and that was with about maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes of play. Okay. And because I'm not playing at my best, I already decided I was going to leave. I decided I was going to stay for one round of controlled shooting, just so I can demonstrate it for you guys. But I basically made the decision to leave already. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get my money and I'm going to go. And that is the end of this video. I've demonstrated the hit and move strategy, I demonstrated the grinder method, and I demonstrated controlled shooting. And I've actually proven that controlled shooting actually works. Presetting the dice and shooting them a certain way. It works, guys. And here's your proof right here. And I know some of you guys are out there like, wow, you know, that's just one video. That's just one shoot. Trust me when I say there's plenty more where that came from. It's just going to take me some time to upload it. But I will get it to you guys very soon. This is part 1 of the live play. Alright. And I'm doing this because I lead by example. You guys are all really super. I hope you make a lot of money out there. Hit the subscribe button. And of course, all comments are welcome. I hope you guys make a lot of money. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.